Considering everything I've been talking about these last few days, all the Marvel news, all the supposed leaks, I had to make this video. There was no way around it. About the new Marvel leaks, I definitely messed up. And when I mess up, the least I can do is show up here, face you, and apologize to the people who follow me and trust what I bring. But I don't just want to say my bad and move on. I want to go a little deeper into why I got fooled so we can all learn from it and try not to fall for the same thing again. Or at least, not as often, right? So what did I do? I brought these white background images here on the channel. All the Marvel actors in what looked like a clean studio photo shoot for Avengers Doomsday. And I was impressed, like genuinely convinced these photos were legit. The lighting, the poses, the costumes, the resolution, it all looked very Marvel Studios marketing department. But then new stuff started popping up that showed that maybe not all of those images were real. Some might be, some probably aren't, and some are straight up fan-made. People started posting tons of fan edits on Reddit. They'd grab a character, throw them onto a white background, and boom, brand new leak. One guy dropped an image of Andrew Garfield in a black symbiote suit in that exact style. First reaction, would it be incredible if he showed up like that in the movie? Absolutely. Second reaction, okay, that's a little too convenient. In a Spider-Man suit, same white backdrop, same leaked promo vibe. And what did the guy do? He recreated the style perfectly. The photo isn't identical, of course, but the technique, the framing, the vibe, it's the same language. Then, he dropped a screenshot showing how he made it. He literally just asked Gemini to create a new image of the character on a white background. That's it. One prompt. No magic ritual, no secret plugin, nothing. And then comes the big question. Is it really that easy? To answer that, I started putting other pieces together. Let's look at Toby again. According to Daniel Rickman, a scooper with a lot of prestige in the leaks world, Toby supposedly filmed his Avengers Doomsday scenes wearing a motion capture suit. If he said it, there's a good chance that's how it went down. And that detail alone blows up a lot of assumptions. Because if Toby actually wore mocap instead of a physical Spider-Man suit on set, then those leaked promo photos of him wearing a full detailed costume are almost certainly fake or heavily AI generated. That doesn't just knock down one image, it knocks down a whole stack of them. And not just that one batch we saw, it affects others I was convinced were real, like those shots of the actors in different poses where I was thinking, come on, AI can't handle this level of fidelity and variety, can it? Turns out, yeah, it kinda can. Look at this one. Toby supposedly has the Spider-Man suit underneath his clothes. I kept comparing it all to the No Way Home era. Leaked photos of the actors, people arguing for weeks about whether it was real or fake. But here's the key difference. This is not the No Way Home era anymore. Back then, the tech wasn't at this level yet. It wasn't this easy to fake something that looks so convincing. Today, it's a different game. Continuing with the article I pulled up, it's not just Daniel Rickman saying Toby used mocap. Another source backed it up. And before anything else, let's make this clear. Even if these images are fake, there are trusted sources saying Toby is in the movie. So the images might not show his actual final suit, but according to multiple insiders, he's supposedly in Avengers Doomsday for real.
Besides Richmond, you've got people like Me Time to Shine Hello saying the same thing.
Tobey Maguire was just wearing a motion capture suit for his Avengers Doomsday scenes because his final Spider-Man costume wasn't ready yet. That means he's not going to be wearing his iconic suit from the Raimi trilogy, nor the one from No Way Home. It's going to be a new suit. And honestly, that makes total sense. New suit, new movie, new wave of action figures, and licensed merch. Marvel doesn't leave money on the table. New costume equals new toys, new Funko Pops, new everything. There's even a fan art I loved where Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is wearing this grittier Last Stand style suit. If you walked into Avengers Doomsday wearing something like that, I'd lose my mind. It looks awesome. It's actually based on an alternate universe Spider-Man design, often called Last Stand Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man standing. And it fits Tobey's vibe perfectly. And here's the fun part. This fan art is from before the AI boom. It's pure old school Photoshop.
Who would have thought that one day we'd be out here calling Photoshop old school, like it's vinyl records or a flip phone? Anyway, let's jump into another article. And hey, if you like my videos, if you enjoy staying on top of all the leaks, including the ones that later get debunked, consider subscribing to the channel and drop a like on the video to boost it. I really do need your support right now. So the headline, Spider-Man used a motion capture suit in Doomsday plus more AI-generated suit leaks. That's literally what we're dealing with. According to the site, with the first Avengers Doomsday trailer probably less than a month away, more and more details keep spilling onto the internet. At this point, we've all heard the rumors. Tobey Maguire is back as Spider-Man in this movie, and all signs point to him being the main Spider-Man of the film. Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield reportedly won't show up in the Avengers movies until Secret Wars, which suggests that Tobey is going to have plenty to do, crossing paths with Avengers, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. The site reinforces the mocap story. Just like Tom Holland used motion capture for the Iron Spider suit in Infinity War and Endgame, Tobey is apparently doing the same thing here. And since the Russo brothers are directing Avengers Doomsday, and they already have a track record of using CG-based Spidey suits, this shouldn't surprise anyone. It's consistent with their approach. Then the article mentions another wave of leaked looks for Avengers Doomsday that dropped online. And they say once again, they can state with 99.9% certainty that those are all AI generated. But they also admit, you gotta give credit to people who have this much time and dedication. The results are really convincing. And that's where my face ends up like this. Okay, so what do I believe now? They even showed a fake image of Kevin Feige, the big boss at Marvel Studios, in that same white background style. One detail that really hooked me was his green Avengers A cap, a hat design he hasn't worn publicly yet. New hat, brand new logo variation, that felt very real leak to me at the time.
Another thing that got me was the ultra-high resolution. These images looked crisp. You zoom in and the details hold up. And then there's the infamous ear hole on Simu Liu, that tiny earring mark that I used as a big point in favor of authenticity. It felt like the kind of detail you wouldn't bother faking. Turns out, I may have overestimated that logic a bit. So, do I blindly believe every site that says, this is AI? Not necessarily. So what do? We test it. The guy on Reddit said he used Gemini to make those images. So I opened Gemini 2. Let's see. I casually asked it to generate an image of Tom Holland as Spider-Man on a white background, older, wearing the classic Spider-Man suit. It started generating the image, and I'm thinking there's no way it gets this close. It can't be that good. Then the image pops up. Okay, the face looks a bit weird, slightly off, that classic AI, this is 97% human vibe. But the background, the pose, the composition, it's almost exactly that promo photo style. I asked for an adjustment, it generated again, and that's when the shame started kicking in. It's the same style of image, the same type of fake, leaked format. At that point, I just had to laugh at myself. It's the same thing. No wonder we all got fooled. Then I wanted to push it further with Dr. Doom. One of the big things that sold me on the Doom image was that the white background promo shot matched in detail the look from a real photo Marvel used at a Disney event, which seems to be Doom's actual final design. The leaked promo was very faithful to that armor. So I thought, no AI is going to copy all that exactly, right? So I asked Gemini to recreate the same look and same style. Dr. Doom on a white background, matching that design as closely as possible. The first attempt, it didn't nail the exact design, but it came uncomfortably close in overall vibe. Not perfect, but enough to be dangerous. And that's why it's important to test this stuff. AI can't necessarily clone a design pixel perfect without reference, but it can get close enough that your brain fills in the gaps. That's the problem. Just so I'm not being too optimistic, I tried again and told it to be more detailed, to pay attention to specifics. And then, yeah, the details were all there. The arm pattern I had highlighted in my previous video, it nailed something extremely close. At that point, I was just sitting there asking myself, what am I doing in this video, other than publicly exposing my own confusion? The resolution was high, the textures were detailed, and it even created action scene style images when I asked for them. One of them came out with Robert Downey Jr. sporting a huge head, a little cursed,
but still close enough in vibe that you could imagine someone posting it and calling it a leak. Honestly, I was stunned. I genuinely didn't realize the tech was at this level already. I felt like I had skipped 3 updates and woke up as the old guy. Then we get to that other image, the one that really got people. Doom with the mask off, showing the scars. The scars line up with a lot of descriptions we've heard about how the character is supposed to look in the movie. So I tried to get Gemini to generate something similar. The result wasn't exactly the same, but it was close. The hair was different, some facial details changed, but the overall idea was right there. That one, I still give a little bit of credit to the original leak. It could be partly based on real info or just a very good fake inspired by descriptions. And that leads us to the big takeaway. These leaked images now have about the same level of credibility as text rumors. They are not near confirmations anymore. Before, if an image leaked, we were almost ready to treat it as proof. Now, absolutely not. An image is just another piece of evidence, and sometimes not a very strong one. From this point on, images have to be treated exactly like rumor posts. You ask, where did this come from? Who posted it? Does that person have a track record of being reliable? Could they have faked it themselves? We already did this to an extent with Photoshop-era fakes, but with public AI tools as powerful as they are now, this has to become standard practice. Because today, literally anyone can generate a leaked in an afternoon and throw the fandom into chaos. So, the secret phrase for today is I got fooled. I really got fooled, because I did. These images got me good, and I'm genuinely sorry for dragging you along into my confusion. But you can always count on me to show up, correct myself when I find the problems, and own my mistakes. I'm always learning so I can bring better, more accurate information each time. Deal? Over here on the side, there are more videos you can already watch. Thank you so much for your phenomenal company, and I'll see you next time.